disappointed, very disgusted is the word. Ladies and gentlemen, many years ago when I was emceeing worship concerts, this was the biggest artist to on shoulder, right? Yes, and now it is sad for me to see how this brand is turning into. And I remember this year I was actually the MC of Groove Awards. I think it was in Kasarani, either Kasarani or KICC. And this is how Bahati started. This is how Bahati started. Play me the clip.
Shata la mazika yande. Kitu mimi naweza promise. Ana promise mbele ya world. God stai kuacha.
Kama kuna mtu aliacha mwingine hapo.
Na sino nani aliacha mwingine?
Kuna mtu aliacha mwingine.
Eburudia tena, I don't think you may get. This was the Bahati we knew. That's
mazika yande. Kitu mimi naweza promise. Ana promise mbele ya world. God stai kuacha.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where Bahati alikuwa anaimba mama. Bahati ninachane mama. Yongo yuko nangaje? Yeah mama. Alikuwa fanyanga hivi. Hiyo nilikuwa dance sana. Ade zawadi kubwa mama.
Alafu
andika kwa njia ya muziki.
Story yangu. Story yangu. So hii story tulifikiria hii story itaishia gospel. But really story yangu iliishia wapi? Iliishia kwa hills.
Kumbe.
Right? So literally Bahati is on his heels running away from the gospel scene. That is what we can say, right? So this is the Bahati that we knew. Bahati was Santa Raba Mungu waki sitakuacha, I promise leo. And this is the Bahati that we're literally ending up with. Now, I will say this, and I know, I mean, everybody in this day and age, we have taken excuse here in the statement of kila mtu aishi maisha yake.
Hata nilikuwa nafikiri mnaweka ile clip nyingine.
Bado acha. And it's unfortunate. I have always been a very big fan of Bahati, right? The way he does his things, the way he does showbiz and everything. But again, I'm just asking myself, to what extent do we have to go to either push a brand, sustain a brand, or grow a brand? To what extent are we willing to go? Number two, well, I know the defense is going to be, hamjui zile vitu muambiananga na God tukiwa behind the scenes. Mi na God wangu ndo tunajua relationship yetu. I know there's going to be that
Hamjui.
You get? But you must realize one thing. Whether we like it or not, as long as we are in the public eye, we are a face of the society. All right? We are a face of a certain agenda.
Even you, thank you.
Hata mimi najua. That's what mimi na make sure so the hills. All right? So Bahati, I don't know what we are going towards. Bahati, I don't know what's the plan. I don't get it as a big brother. But truth be told, we are starting to get worried. That's all I can say. We are starting to get worried. We didn't know it was going to end up like this. And even to make it worse, have we seen the song itself?
Ndio nilikuwa hata nilikuwa kumbe
Hiyo ngoma inaweza cheza on air kweli? Nick, I don't think that song can play on air. I don't think so. Right?
Clearly the song haina bad.
Amejua?
Toa kabisa, toa hiyo ngoma. Toa kabisa. Hiyo ngoma haiwezi endelea hapo. That song cannot continue there.
Idea hapo ina bad.
Right? Now, the wife, who is also a very good friend of mine, Diana B, who was my co-host on Hello Mr. Vice season 4,
Yes.
season 3, has also come out. So I don't know whether it is also part of the cloud. All right? She's made a statement. Na akasema yeye hayuko kwa hii mambo kabisa. All right? And this is the letter or the press statement that Diana B has released. All right? And she said, I know many of you have seen the recent conversations content around Bahati. And out of respect for me and my family, my partners and the people who look up to me, I will not be involved in the direction Bahati has recently taken in his music. Those are the statements, right, of the wife, Diana B. Now, sijui, you know, I naogopa pia, hata hii statement bado inaweza kuwa ni part of, bado inaweza kuwa ni part of the plan. You never know. You get?
These people are very wise.
Exactly. But Bahati, we know the world has no right of lecturing you about what you're doing and what you want to do about everything. But listen, remember there's still a call over your head. There's still the initial anointing that was on you.
See what you got.
Hakuna mtu mbaya kama ubaki na baa moja. God anakuambia in last warning. If God must come and tell you this is your last warning, then you're in a dangerous place. All right? Because now what happens is favor leaves you and you're left with something called grace. All right? That's when unapatanga msee anatembea unaambia bro kwaje bro manze ni kubaya. Siku hizi na survive na grace ya God. So when you're left with God's grace, it's dangerous. Right? So I'm just saying this with a lot of love and brotherly love. Bahati really needs to be careful the path that he's taking.
True.
Because he may never come back from it. Right? And may end up satisfying or pleasing another kingdom rather than the original kingdom that actually called him. Right? So anyway, as long as my daughters don't watch the song, I am good.
When you're talking, I need to take some notes. I need to take some notes.
Notes again.
As notes too. That's a very...
Tai.
Umeanza kunichomea tena leo.
Fanya
nini?
Aya.